Joining me now, New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, welcome. Good to see you.
Good to be with you, Alice.
Let's talk about the unemployment benefits expiring tomorrow. It is a tough thing for the state of New Jersey. I believe you guys are getting hit the worst here. You have over 90,000 people that are going to be affected come this time tomorrow morning. So what's happening with you, the Democratic leadership in the Senate, in terms of talking with Republicans on how to get something done?
Well, it is huge for New Jersey. As you said, over 90,000, 250,000 or more if we don't extend it into next year, and about 1.3 million nationwide, which is why we tried to get unemployment insurance extension as part of the budget deal, but were rejected by the House Republicans. And it's why on January 6th, the day that we go back into session in the Senate, we'll have our first vote on extending unemployment insurance, and it is my hope that we'll get a strong bipartisan vote for it, because it's important, even in an economy that is recovering, and we see all the statistical information of all of the economic reports that show we're headed in the right direction, but we still don't have the job growth to measure that same economic growth. And so in a state like New Jersey that has 7.8% unemployment, that's why you have so many people unemployed. They're looking for a job. They just can't find it, and we need to help them during this period of time as the economy continues to grow.
Right, and sir, I believe it's gone from 63 weeks of unemployment insurance down to that mandate across the board of just 26 weeks now. So anybody who's been on longer than 26 weeks, that is it. But you make a good point, because New Jersey, the state itself, is improving significantly. Unemployment has dropped by 0.6%. You are running it, as you mentioned, 7.8% now. 16,900 jobs added in the month of November. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, is it not, when you bring this to the Senate and to your colleagues there in Congress to say, we're doing better, but we still need this unemployment insurance?
Well, absolutely. Look, first of all, as the economy continues to grow, there'll come a point in time that those of us like myself who are advocates for unemployment insurance extension will say it's not needed anymore. That's when the job market continues to grow to a point that people looking for jobs will be able to achieve it. Secondly, the reality is that the Department of Labor has put out information, as has other groups, that for every dollar in unemployment insurance that ultimately we give, we get a 2-for-1 ratio in terms of the ripple effect in the economy. So this is about helping working families be able to sustain themselves while they're looking for work. And by the way, unemployment insurance requires that you exhibit and prove that you're actually in looking at the job market and have made efforts to do so. So I think that those are all important elements to understand when we're debating this public policy issue.
But as you well know, sir, the inability to get this extension done, it feeds into some of the new numbers we're seeing. There's a new CNN poll that has 73% of respondents saying that this Congress has done nothing to address the country's problems. So what are the reasons for optimism in the new year?
Well, we're going to put it to a vote. That's the best that Senate Democrats can do. We're going to put it to a vote. I believe overwhelmingly Senate Democrats will support it. We'll see if Republicans want to join us. The 1.3 million Americans who will suffer if we don't extend unemployment insurance, and the economic consequences that flow from that will be significant, far beyond New Jersey. And so it's my hope that when the question is called, Republicans will respond, they'll join us, and hopefully if we can get a good vote out of the Senate, we can get the House, which balked at putting it as part of the budget deal, to act as well. The pressure in the nation's eyes will be upon them.
With regard to the recent problems, sir, for the Target shoppers, you've been certainly out front on this after the early reports there. What can the federal government do to make sure the consumer information is secure when they hit the stores?
Well, this is why I've asked the Federal Trade Commission, number one, to tell us what specifically their investigation has revealed so far as it relates to Target. And two, do they need greater legal authority than they have today to establish a high standard, not just for Target, but for the entire retail industry, for the online industry as well, to ensure that they are applying the highest security standards that are available in the marketplace to protect the identity of consumers. And so we'll see, because in 2006, when the Federal Trade Commission pursued action against the parent company of TJ Maxx and Marshalls in another major data breach, there were no fines and penalties levied. And I want to know whether or not they have the power to do so, and if they don't, I'll pursue legislation to give them that, because I think we need to send a message to the marketplace that you can't go cheap on security when in fact there are millions of Americans whose identity theft ultimately means real consequences in their lives.
That is a very valid point, and best of luck pursuing that and everything else in the new year. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez, thank you so much.
Thank you.